the rookie quarterbacks, Rich.
Yes.
Mac Jones was outstanding. I wrote down when I watched the tape, I just wrote down conviction. And I was talking to Orlovsky about this on the phone yesterday. And I said, Daniel, there's a difference between guys who, young players who think, I think this is where this should go, versus guys who know where this should go. And you just kind of know it when you see it. And he just has command and confidence and knows exactly where the ball's supposed to go. So some people say, well, they didn't really push the ball down the field. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? You can only pass the test that they hand you. That's what they asked him to do. And he did it really, really well. So that was encouraging to me. You couldn't find a better fit for the Patriots than Mac Jones. So that was that one. When you look at Trevor Lawrence, the ceiling is so high, and there's some good in there, no doubt. But just no rhythm. He had a couple forced turnovers. This is new for him with the adversity that he's facing. So I think from a bigger picture standpoint, it's kind of bizarre to me that you had the worst team in the NFL last year. You had all those extra picks. And Trevor Lawrence is the only rookie starter for the Jags. So, obviously Etienne got hurt, but that was kind of surprising to me. But, he's going to be fine. He'll be fine, but it's going to be a long year for the Jags. The Jets, Rich, I'm sure you watched it.
Yeah.
The first half was everybody said, well, it was a tale of two halves with the way Zach played. I'm like, really? It wasn't even on him in the first half. They were so bad up front, and it was physical beats, getting beat one-on-one. Fant got beat one-on-one. McGovern got beat one-on-one. But then miscommunication with the backs and the tight ends. It just looked like a group that hadn't really played together very much. And then in the second half, he still got hit, but they were a little bit better up front. And then you saw him escape and create and make some things happen. Look, there's a lot of things to be worried about with this Jets team this year, due to the roster and injuries and different things. The quarterback is not one of them. I thought he was tough. He made some big time throws. I left that game thinking this kid's going to be really good. But, they've still got a lot of work to do around him. And man, the injury bug, Rich, I don't know what you guys have done, but it has been bad luck city.
Yeah, I know. And Becton went out, and it looked like it was season ending, but it looks right now as if it is not. What did you make of Lance? And how about that the 49ers' first touchdown of the season is his, because he's brought in inside the 10. But Jimmy G, 300 yards passing on his own. What did you make of that usage by Shanahan in Week 1 against Detroit?
I think you're going to see more of it. I think we've kind of predicted this when we've talked in the past about just even if Trey Lance plays 3 plays, 20 plays, whatever. Think about the week of the opposing team and the effort you have to put into defending all that you have to defend. It just is going to be a nightmare preparing for that team and what he brings to the table. And it's not like, we've seen it. Mariota came into the game and had that long run last night. You kind of assume when if Mariota comes in the game, he's going to be running the football. With Trey Lance, I think that the way Shanahan's going to set it up is he's going to come into games, and you're not going to know if it's going to be quarterback power or they're going to boot him and let him chuck it down the field. I mean, they really have everything at their disposal in terms of what they can run. And so I think it's going to be, one of the more difficult teams to defend. And I'll add this, you watch Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo was outstanding. He's played well for them when he's been healthy, and I think that was as good as I've seen Jimmy Garoppolo play. And if you bring in some competition like that, eventually it's going to be Trey Lance's job. But I give Jimmy Garoppolo credit; he didn't sulk. He took his game, it looks like, to a new level.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.